told a man to go back to his farm. That man destroyed him. In 1962, one of the richest men in Italy walked into Enzo Ferrari's office with a complaint. Enzo didn't just reject it, he humiliated him. He laughed at him. He told him to go back to his tractors. That man didn't cry. He didn't go home. He built the only car that ever made Ferrari nervous. This is that story. He wasn't born rich. He was born in the dirt. Ferruccio Lamborghini was born in 1916 to grape farmers in Emilia-Romagna, Italy. His father wanted a farmer. His son wanted engines. From the age of 8, Ferruccio was sneaking into workshops, pulling apart any machine he could find. While other kids played, this boy had oil on his hands. When World War II started, he was drafted into the Italian Air Force. They made him a mechanic. And this is where something odd happened, something most people don't know. While soldiers were fighting on the front lines, Ferruccio was on a Greek island, keeping tanks, trucks, and half-broken military vehicles alive using nothing but scrap parts. No parts? No problem. He improvised. He invented. He was so good that the military said he could fix anything with nothing. When the war ended, Ferruccio came home with no money, no status, and no future, according to everyone around him. But he had noticed one thing. Farmers had no tractors. Italy was destroyed. Fields were empty. Hungry people needed food, but had no machines to grow it, so he did what every broke genius does, and he built one. From old military vehicles. One tractor, then two, then a factory. Within 10 years, Ferruccio Lamborghini was one of the wealthiest men in all of Italy. And like any rich Italian man, he bought a Ferrari. He paid 10 lire for a part. Ferrari charged him 1,000 lire for the same one. Ferruccio didn't just buy one Ferrari. He bought multiple, a white one for himself, a black one for his wife. He loved them, but there was a problem. The clutch kept breaking, constantly. Every few months, he had to drive back to the Ferrari factory for repairs. Now, here's the part that nobody talks about. Ferruccio was a mechanical genius, remember? So he did what any engineer would do. He took the clutch apart himself. And when he looked at it, his jaw dropped. Because the clutch Ferrari was using inside this expensive, prestigious supercar was the exact same clutch he used in his tractors. Identical, same part, same component. The only difference? Ferruccio paid 10 lire for his version. Ferrari was charging him 1,000 lire for the same thing. Just because it had a prancing horse on the hood, he was furious. Not just about the money, about the disrespect. He was being sold a lie wrapped in Italian leather. So, Ferruccio decided to do something bold. Something that most people would never dare. He picked up the phone and demanded a meeting. Not with a salesman, not with an engineer, and with Enzo Ferrari himself. And Enzo said yes. He actually agreed to meet. What happened next? Changed the entire history of supercars forever. Lamborghini, you may be able to drive a tractor, but you will never handle a Ferrari properly. The year is 1962. Ferruccio walks into Enzo, Ferrari's office in Maranello. He is not nervous. He has built an empire from nothing. He is a self-made man standing in front of a legend, and he has a legitimate complaint and a legitimate solution. He explains everything. The clutch is the same as a tractor part. It keeps failing. Here is how to fix it. He can even supply a better component at a lower cost. He was being reasonable. He was being helpful. He was being honestly kind. And Enzo Ferrari looked at him, this tractor man, this farmer's son, and he said words that would echo through automotive history forever. The problem is not the car. The problem is the driver. Go back to your tractors and leave Ferrari to Ferrari. A dismissive wave. Door closed. Ferruccio Lamborghini, who had survived a war, who had built a tractor empire from bombed-out military vehicles, who had earned every lira of his fortune with his own 2 hands, was treated like a fool. Like a peasant who didn't know his place. Here is the sad part. He later said in an interview, Enzo Ferrari never spoke to me again. He is a great man, I admit that, but it was incredibly easy to upset him. Incredibly easy. But the cost of upsetting Ferruccio Lamborghini? Enzo Ferrari was about to find out. He didn't argue. He didn't post on social media. He built a car in less than a year. Ferruccio walked out of that office and made one decision: silence. He would not fight with words. He would fight with a machine. He went home, opened his wallet, and funded an entire car company from scratch. He hired the best engineers he could find, and here's the twist. Many of them had just been fired by Enzo Ferrari himself. You see, 1 year earlier, Ferrari had fired 5 of his top engineers in one day, including his chief engineer and legendary development manager, all because they complained about his wife interfering in the factory. Those engineers were furious and looking for work. Ferruccio hired them all. With Ferrari's own talent, Ferruccio's money, and a rage that burned hotter than any V12 engine, they built the Lamborghini 350 GT. Unveiled at the 1963 Turin Motor Show, less than a year after the insult. Journalists who saw it said it was everything a Ferrari wasn't. Refined, comfortable, fast, and most importantly, the clutch worked perfectly. Ferrari reportedly saw the news and laughed. He called it a tractor with a body kit. He said it wouldn't last 5 years. It has now lasted over 60. Wow. Factor the Miura. The car that broke. Ferrari in 1866, a tractor maker invented the modern supercar. Ferrari had no answer. The 350 GT was impressive, but it was the Lamborghini Miura that changed everything, forever. In 1966, Lamborghini unveiled a car so revolutionary that the entire automotive world went silent. The Miura had its V12 engine placed sideways, in the middle of the car, behind the driver's seat. This had never been done on a road car before, ever. Ferrari, at this point, was still putting engines in the front of its cars. Lamborghini had just leapfrogged an entire generation of engineering in one model. The Miura is now considered by historians to be the world's first true modern supercar, defining the formula that every supercar since has followed. Mid-engine, dramatic design, extraordinary performance, and here's the twist that Ferruccio must have smiled about every single day. After the Miura, Ferrari was forced to rethink everything. The company that told him he knew nothing about cars had to follow his lead. Ferrari eventually adopted mid-engine layouts for its road cars. Because of Lamborghini, because of the man Enzo told to go home, the insult didn't just create a rival, it made Ferrari better. One insult, one empire, 60 years of rivalry, born from a single broken clutch. Next time you see a Lamborghini, don't just see a car. See the answer to a man who said, "Go back to your tractors, Ferruccio." Lamborghini knew he could beat Ferrari, and he did. If you want more stories like this, hit subscribe, drop a like, and share it. I need your support.